Hey people, it's early Thursday morning. It's not even 7. The sun's not up. I haven't had my coffee yet. And I'm still working out on that job. It's hot out there. And so, when I was younger, I never believed in any kind of paranormal, angels and ghosts and none of that. But now, it just happens so much I can't deny it. And one of them hit me the other day. I'm pretty sure that's what it was because I took the day off yesterday and I can't find this again. So I'm figuring it was a dream. But it's hot out there. I've been working on that job and I've been cramping up every day because that's all I do. I get up and I drink a pot of coffee in the morning, and then it goes to beer at lunch and tea in the evening, and none of that's good for you. It all causes you to cramp up. But you got to have your potassium, and I use a supplement because I can eat bananas all day long, avocados, and it's just not enough potassium. You got to have potassium, and it helps you retain salt. You got to have salt salt is going to help you retain your water, and the water is going to keep you from cramping up. So when you first cramp up, that's the best thing to do is salt water. And sometimes I'll be in the top of a tree and I'll cramp up and I drink that salt water and it relaxes me. I climb down and finish my job. But yeah, if you take that potassium pill to help you retain that salt all day, and then and that'll help you retain what water you have in your body, and won't cramp up. And so this is what it has to do with. It was somewhere I was reading, and it was the same Bible that I read online in Bible Hub, and it was saying that this word for a call was actually salt, and they said it meant the living, the life. And so in Egypt, they knew this, and the symbol for salt was the symbol for life, and it had several meanings, but salt was life in Egypt. So salt is sodium chloride, and it fits in a perfect 1-to-1 ratio and makes a cubic crystal. And it's here, sodium, NaCl, sodium chloride. And I believe this is the first time it comes up in Genesis 3:2. You see, when it says, you shall eat, it's TAKLU. But the second time, it's we may eat, NaCl, sodium chloride. And it's used for preserving food. It's most everything you eat has salt on it, NaCl. But I spent the whole day yesterday. I took the day off looking for this because I wasn't reading in Genesis. And although you may eat, comes up 810 times here, it only comes up with this NaCl, this 2 times here, Genesis 3 and Isaiah 4, and then 3 more times here in Leviticus, Numbers, and Kings. To eat, NaCl, and will eat. But the thing is, I wasn't reading in any of these places, so I spent the day trying to find this word. I was researching many Bibles because I was reading here in Isaiah when all day when I found I was reading in Isaiah, and I guess I had fell asleep and I'd had this dream. And I went out and told somebody like it was fact, like I had totally believed it, because it was this, and I could see the NaCl and it says living. It said living underneath it. And so I searched all day for that and I can't find it. And so it lets me know that it was a dream, it was a visit, because because it just won't make itself shown. And this, what this has to do with anything, it just means that that it was alchemists that were writing this. And somebody had left a message. I had left a message on somebody's movie. They was reading this Isaiah 56 in 56:5, and he was pulling this angel's name out of this 5 here. But he was reading all this, and then just in the part of the name, he was pulling this out, and so it's all out of context. But these are alchemists writing this, and so what this says is karma, K-E, and then R-M-A, backwards starts with the A. And so Ka, that's in Egypt, that's your life-giving soul. That's the part of your soul that gives you power, life. When it has Ka in it, it's alive. When it's dead, the Ka comes out of it. And so it says the karma you simmer to mash pot. And so this is alchemist talking. So the mash pot is what everything goes in. You put all your fruit, whatever you're cooking up, you put it in the mash pot and you simmer to the mash pot. And so the karma that you put in your mash pot that you simmer, that's what you cook. If you put a fish in the skillet, you're not going to pull a prime rib out. Whatever you put in that mash pot is what you're going to extract. So the karma you simmer to mash pot was what side of, W-X-T-S, what side of. This have to do with judges. This word here was what side of, to give ever, E-V-U-R, to give ever for of, F-R-U-V, to give ever for of the issue. This is word for Jesus. You find every time, that they say, Jesus is my rock, Jesus is my salvation, all the things that they claim, that Jesus is, you'll find it here. I-S-U-O, J-S-U-O, that's your Hebrew word for Jesus. And it's the issue tile of vow, what side of till the Gillette. The reveal is to shave it off, the Gillette. So I had read on through this chapter, and I read a couple more chapters after this, and I found some good stuff I was wanting to make a movie on. But you can see here how it was alchemist, and everything they talk about is alchemy, and you are the mash pot, and the karma that you simmer to the mash pot, what you put in. And here these two words start with A, they read backwards. Your scission, Y-R-S-A-S-U-N, your scission age whose, to that, backwards and forwards, to that of in, and this of man is backwards and forwards, M-D-A-D-S, from dads. Your scission age whose, to that of in, from dads, each as if, be, simmers, but, from hell to use from ride, to most what Claro, K-L-O-R-O, Claro, to shore. The karma you simmer to mash pot was what side of give ever for, of the issue tile, vow, into power, the bow of the ship, B-U-A, into power, the tile vow. What side of tile, the Gillette, the shave, what's revealed. Your scission, age whose, A-J, your S-A-S-U-N, your scission age whose, the decisions you make age whose, to that of in from dads, itches if itches, is something that you're itching to do. You're not really sure how it's going to turn out. Itches if be summer's bit from hell to use from ride. To use from ride to most what claro. To clear it up, to be sure of. So I just want to make a short and let y'all know I'll be back when I finish this job. I got the brick finished up, and I caught this huge spider the other day in the morning when the dew was on his web. And I went to take his picture. I put my hand, I was holding the camera up high, and when I went to take the second picture, and it lit up. I don't know if that's the spider senses coming out or something happening at digital camera, but it's really cool. So I got this brick all finished up, and I capped this with wood so the gutter doesn't sit directly on the brick. And I formed these gutters. See, this gutter's going to fit up underneath the roof now. And then the brick is under here. And it just extends the roof out so the gutter comes over the brick the way it should be. You see, I capped the top of the brick with the wood so the gutter doesn't sit directly on the brick and wear a hole through it. So when this gutter goes up, it leaves a good finished product like a new system. And they sent this wrap all peels off of it. But it's going to be a good looking building. So where the old roof was, the brick comes up right to this edge, and that just doesn't work. You have to have the gutter outside. So I ordered this gutter where this lip reaches under, and it screws back on the original roof screws. And so I just loosened the bottom of that roof up there and lifted up and slid this underneath without knocking the insulation down. And then it all screws back off on the roof, and this is the old holes for the old gutter. And I'm not going to put screws in there because all I'm going to do is put a hole through the gutter above the brick. And all this, any water goes to this hole and just land inside this gutter. And so what I did before I put these screws back in, I pumped caulk all through these holes. So when the screw goes back down, it compresses caulk between the roof and the new gutter, so the water can't come underneath this gutter and go down through the hole into the building. And so it was car show all last week, and they're finally out of here, so the traffic's not as loud as it was. And we had, I think, about 13,000 cars show up this year. Some years it's up to 30,000. It's slow, but we have a lot of cool old cars this time of year called cruising the coast. So I'm gonna go out there and finish up that job, finish up the gutters on that job today, get some downspouts on it. And the windows and doors still haven't come in yet, and everything's slow. It's not just your Christmas presents, everything's slow. They're trying to shut America down. Alright, I'm gonna cut this off here. Good day.